thing I can do is bury him with beauty.
The first boss is the Noh Master, that it's part of the Black Lizard's clan. We can only attack him as soon as he finishes an attack, which has to have a certain timing, otherwise he defends himself. Besides his physical attack, he has two other special attacks. One of them is the Spirit of the Spider, which holds Kurenai in a cocoon. The other one is the creation of clones that with an attack they will disappear. I prefer to use range attacks because it's safer, and of course that since he is the first boss, he is also the easiest.
With my thunder sickle!
The second boss is the Thunder Master. She's very fast and agile. She uses a small kite for physical attacks and has the ability to control lightning. At the beginning, we have to destroy 3 electrified devices that create a protection around her that does not let us attack her, and when we try it, we are struck by lightning. After breaking her protection, we can attack her again. Until she begins to climb trees. We have to throw the hook in the branch where she is and pull it down so that it falls and we can attack again. If while Kurenai is pulling the branches, the controller starts vibrating, that means that we are pulling the right branch. We have to repeat this until she's about to die. When she has just a tiny bit of life, she will go to the top of one tree, and we just have to figure out which tree is right to climb and hit her with a hook to kill her. The third boss is God Armor, who attacks with swords, sets himself on fire sometimes as a protection mode, and can also teleport. In this fight, we don't have to do anything special. Kurenai just needs to attack and deflect his attacks. We can also count with Akemi, who is using the cannon. We just have to attract the enemy to the area where the smoke appears, and that smoke corresponds to the aim of the cannon. However, if we take too long, Akemi is going to fire the cannon, whether he's there or not.
Fire!
As you can see, I do not have much patience to count with Akemi's help. Sometimes after several attacks, God armor gets down and becomes more vulnerable to attacks for a few seconds. When the enemy is about to die, it will begin to advance slowly to Akemi, completely ignoring Kurenai. We have to kill him before he gets to her.
The girl is already poisoned and the only antidote is locked away. Let's see if your battle skills are better than your clothing choices. Though I doubt it.
The fourth boss is Snake Lady, who has a key in her neck, another one in the waist, and the last one in the ankle. We have to attack to the front, up and down to get the keys. She defends herself with a whip, so if you try to approach her, Kurenai gets it and it's unable to attack. Sometimes she jumps to another spot and starts calling out small snakes that beat Kurenai. The snakes are not strong, but they can be annoying. When you get the last key, Snake Lady will fall, but she gets up when you try to reach Akemi. A huge snake will also appear.
Oh, this is not over.
Snake Lady has her life bar full again. At this stage, she will start to swing on a rope and tries to step on you. After taking her life again, she will finally die. And to also kill the big snake, Kurenai needs to push a spike that it's right above the snake, and the fight is over. The fifth boss is the Noh Master. At the beginning of the battle, we just have to take a certain amount of life and not to be hit by the cannon. In the next segment, we have to pull a piece of wood with the hook so that it falls a bit, and we can climb to the top of it. Up there we have to try to hang him 3 times for him to die. Sometimes after hanging him, he will get angry and start running around and can hit Kuronai if she's on the way. As you can see, the fight it's not going well. Doing the right aim it's difficult, and it gets even more complicated when he gets under us because we can't reach him. That's why this battle is going for so long. I'm sorry for that. In the last fight, we start by fighting against Armor God again. The fight will be almost the same. The only difference is that this time he throws fireballs and expels fire. After we defeat him, we will have a surprise.
Master Chiome?
With Shenzhen gone, I won't leave this world to a fool.
But why?
I took over the Black Lizards and manipulated Nobunaga Oda. I can capture the world in these hands. I will create the ideal world that Shingen wanted. Kurenai, will you not come with me? I see. Then you must die.
Chiome. Now we fight Master Chiome. She flies and throws white lights in several directions that we must avoid. In order to attack, we have to change the weapon. We have to use a weapon that has the name of Fundu. With this weapon, we have to pull her down by aiming the head. Doing this seems simple, but believe me that it's the most frustrating part of the fight. Shortly afterwards, she will fly again and we must repeat everything again. Now Chiome is upset and things will get more complicated. Enemies start to appear and they are necessary to fill the blue bar that is below the life bar of Kurenai. By killing them, it will fill it if it's empty. This bar is for us to use a power that makes time go slower. We will need it to cross the new protection of Chiome that consists of stones that fly around her and do not let us catch her and pull her down. She will also throw those stones through the room from time to time, and these are difficult to avoid.
if everything is being ripped from my body. Concentrate. As long as his dream continues, I want to be by his side. I'm not wrong.
Then in the last phase we just have to hang her on the tree, but this part can be tricky. Sometimes we are hit by something invisible and the trick is to be fast. After being hanged, the fight and the game ends.
Master Chiome. It's all